All right, let's kick off this explainer by facing a pretty wild reality. Your gut might actually be working against you right now, literally attacking itself. And I'm not just talking about, forgetting to take your morning probiotic. We are talking about a full-on biological malfunction that leads to stubborn bloating, brain fog, that absolute wall of fatigue hitting you every afternoon, and a low-grade inflammation that is actively accelerating your biological age.
So why exactly is your gut turning on you? Well, it's kind of like this. When certain bacteria living inside your gut run out of their preferred food, they get hungry, really hungry. And when they get desperate enough, they actually start feeding on your own intestinal lining. Think about that. That is the very barrier designed to protect you from the outside world, and your own microbiome is chewing through it. It's a complete betrayal of your own biology. Over time, this just wears down the lining and sets off a slow, super damaging chain reaction of fatigue and systemic inflammation.
And look, this brings us to a massive myth, because the detox industry is frankly lying to you. They want to sell you a quick fix, but I am here to tell you that you absolutely do not need an expensive 10-day cleanse or sketchy detox tea or some incredibly complicated supplement routine. Why? Because your body already has built-in, completely free, biological repair systems just standing by, waiting to defend and rebuild your gut.
To get those systems back online, here's our roadmap for today's explainer. We're going to cover the sweeper system, fueling the barrier, stopping everyday saboteurs, calming the vagus nerve, and finally, timing your gut repair. Let's get right into it. Starting off with step 1, the sweeper system, scientifically known as the migrating motor complex.
You can literally think of this as your body's built-in automatic street sweeper. The migrating motor complex is this incredible cleaning wave. It's a slow, super strong muscular wave that travels all the way down your stomach and through your small intestine to physically push out leftover food, dead cells, and stray bacteria. It's triggered by a specific hormone called motilin. But here is the massive catch. Motilin only fires when your stomach is completely empty. The exact second a piece of food shows up, this hormone shuts off, normal digestion takes over, and your internal street sweeper basically just parks itself on the side of the road. It wants to cycle every 90 minutes to 2 hours, but it can only do that in the gaps when you aren't eating.
So the big takeaway here is how we ensure this sweeper actually gets to run. You got to space your meals about 3 to 4 hours apart and completely eliminate all grazing. Seriously, 0 calories between those meals. Now, water and plain black coffee are totally fine, but eating even a single almond or just adding a quick splash of milk to your morning coffee halts this sweeper entirely. If you're snacking every 2 hours, the road literally never gets cleared. Bacteria starts to drift up into your small intestine, it camps out on leftover food, ferments it, and causes massive gas and bloating. Push that dynamic far enough, and you're looking at SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. Just spacing your meals costs absolutely nothing, but it fixes so much. Moving right along to step 2, fueling the barrier and rebuilding that intestinal wall.
Now that the streets are swept clean, we have to physically rebuild that worn-down gut wall. And we do that using 2 very powerful, very specific fuel sources. We're talking about a massive 50 grams here. Check this out. There was a fascinating study published in Nature Communications where researchers took a rural South African group and an American group and literally just swapped their diets for 2 weeks. The Americans jumped from their usual, pretty sad 15 grams of fiber a day all the way up to 50 grams. In just 2 short weeks, that massive increase in fiber drastically lowered their colon inflammation and significantly decreased their colon cancer risk markers. It's incredible.
But how does fiber actually pull this off? Well, you don't actually digest most fiber. Your gut bacteria do. They ferment it to create a short-chain fatty acid called butyrate. And butyrate is the absolute ultimate fuel for your colon cells. It keeps them healthy and keeps the gut barrier strong. The best fiber for this is called resistant starch, which you'll find in beans and lentils. But here is a brilliant, easy hack for you. First, cook some starchy foods like potatoes or rice. Second, chill them in the fridge overnight. And third, just eat them cold. That chilling process actually reorganizes the starches into resistant starch, meaning it feeds your gut bacteria far better than if you ate that rice freshly cooked.
Now, fiber is huge, but it's really just the first lever. Let's contrast fiber with fermented foods. See, fiber feeds your existing bacteria, but fermented foods are a totally different ballgame. They actually bring in entirely new bacteria and calm down your overreactive immune system. A 10-week randomized trial out of Stanford proved this beautifully. They had one group eat 45 grams of fiber, while another group ate fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, kimchi, and kombucha. The crazy part? The fermented foods group actually beat the high fiber group in boosting microbiome diversity. Plus, they saw 19 different markers of inflammation completely drop in their blood. For sure, you really want both of these levers working for you.
Which brings us to our third area, stopping everyday saboteurs. What is actually breaking this machine?
Because honestly, sometimes the fastest way to heal is to just stop breaking things in the first place. There are two everyday additives that are actively tearing your gut lining apart. First up, we have emulsifiers, specifically carboxymethylcellulose, or CMC, and polysorbate 80. Food companies use these to keep processed stuff like ice cream and plant milks super smooth and creamy, but research shows they thin out the slippery, protective mucus layer in your gut. This physically lets bacteria touch the gut wall, triggering low-grade inflammation. Second, artificial sweeteners. A major trial in the journal Cell showed that consuming artificial sweeteners like saccharin and sucralose can significantly shift your microbiome and, surprisingly, worsen your blood sugar responses based on the bacteria you already have. Okay, quick time out here, because I don't want you to panic. If you're a focused learner who is just trying to optimize your health, do not stress over eating one protein bar or having an occasional diet soda. Your gut is incredibly resilient. I mean, that's the whole point of this explainer. The true goal here is simply reducing your daily, all-day exposure to ultra-processed foods. Just shift the balance back to whole foods. Give your body a break from the constant heavy additive load so it has the bandwidth to rebuild that protective lining.
Let's pivot to number 4, calming the vagus nerve and looking at your neurological wiring.
We're stepping away from food for a second, because honestly, you could do everything we just talked about perfectly, and your gut will still stall out if your neurological wiring is stressed. The vagus nerve is the main wire connecting your brain to your gut. And here is what's so fascinating. A massive 80% of the traffic on the vagus nerve travels from the gut up to the brain, while only 20% flows from the brain down to the gut. This definitively proves the gut is the one really in charge here. It's doing most of the talking.
And if you want proof of just how crazy this dynamic is, get this. Over 90% of your body's serotonin is actually manufactured right there in your gut, not up in your brain. This just highlights how deeply connected your mood and your nervous system are to your digestion. When you're stressed out, like, scrolling bad news on your phone or dealing with a really tense work email, your body enters fight or flight mode. It literally perceives a physical threat. Digestion suddenly becomes a luxury your body feels it can't afford, so it pulls blood away from your gut, drops your stomach acid, and completely halts that cleaning sweep we talked about earlier.
Luckily, the fix for this is basically instant. Here is the 30-second rest and digest reset. Step 1, take 3 slow, deep breaths. Step 2, make your exhale twice as long as your inhale. Step 3, consciously signal safety to that vagus nerve before you eat. That long, slow exhale, it acts as a direct biological signal telling your brain that you are safe. It physically forces your body out of fight or flight and right back into rest and digest mode so your machinery can actually do its job.
Finally, we arrive at step 5, timing your gut repair and understanding the master schedule.
Because when it comes to the overarching circadian rhythm of your gut, when you stop eating might be just as important as what you eat. Let's map out the perfect daily rhythm. Say you finish dinner at 6 p.m. By 9 p.m., you've allowed for a solid 3-hour digestion gap before you go to bed. At 10 p.m., sleep begins. And by 8 a.m. the next morning, a full 10 to 12-hour fasting window completes. Highlighting this overnight window is absolutely crucial because your gut lining repairs itself the fastest when it is not busy digesting food. The longest, cleanest, and most effective street sweep happens overnight while you are sound asleep.
The big takeaway? You have to work with your body's rhythm, not fight it. Your gut runs on a biological clock, and a lot of these repair processes only activate at night. Eating late, grabbing a snack right before bed, or just constantly shifting your meal times completely blurs this internal clock, totally robbing your gut of its designated repair window. Keeping a consistent fasting window provides some incredibly protective effects for your gut barrier.
We've unpacked some seriously powerful biology in this explainer today, and it all proves one thing: you hold the control. So I want to leave you with this final thought. Your gut's built-in repair systems are literally standing by, just waiting for you to flip the switch. What will you feed them today? It's time to ditch the detox scams and start operating your amazing biological machinery the way science actually intended.